All right, Jade, I want to talk about something that is kind of boring, but is also stressing people out. And it starts with F, then it goes D, then it goes I, then it goes C.
Ooh, okay.
You like that?
I think you just gave it away.
Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. And this is a word people really, you only saw it at like banks on the little gold placard.
Remember FDIC.
But now it's all over the news.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Because of, Silicon Valley Bank, the bank run, the collapse, and all of a sudden FDIC is way more important. So I want to squelch some of the fears out there that people have around, is my money safe in the bank? That's what this comes down to.
Yes.
So let's talk about what the FDIC is and how it works. They insure trillions of dollars, bank deposits at more than 5,000 banks and savings in the U.S. It's an independent federal agency that kind of functions like insurance for the banks.
So the banks are saying, we need help taking on this risk in case something were to happen and we can't fund it. You guys step in and fund the...
It's that simple. We have car insurance because we can't cover the big stuff, and the banks do the same for themselves. So they pay these insurance premiums, and that's how it works.
So how does the coverage work then, George?
So if a bank fails, the FDIC swoops in and reimburses customers for any lost money. So if you had $40,000 with a bank, the bank collapses, the government's like, hey, we got your back.
I'm not losing anything.
You're not losing a dime. Okay. So they take over the failed bank, and they work to transfer the loans and deposit that to a healthy bank to where your money is safe. And they also now have ownership of all the bank's assets.
Wow. Okay. So they can sell off what they need. They can liquidate whatever they need to in order to make sure your money's secure.
Exactly. So how much money does the FDIC insure? It's up to $250,000 per depositor, per insured bank, for each account ownership category. So that's a lot of word salad to say this. If you're a single person, you're covered up to $250,000.
That's a bag.
If you have a joint account, you and Sam have a joint account, you're covered up to $500,000.
Wow.
Because it's $250,000 per person.
Okay.
So
now, can you explain a little bit on if let's say I'm at Chase Bank and I've got a savings account that's got a large sum of money, and let's say I've got a checking account that's got some money, and let's just say I have a couple of CDs or something with them.
Yes.
How does that work?
This is where the account categories come into play. And so checking and savings would be one category.
Okay.
Versus a CD or a trust. Those would be different categories.
Okay.
And so if you have, I don't know why, this probably relates to no one out there who's like, well, that's perfect. I have $800,000 sitting across my...
Only Dave Ramsey.
You could open accounts at different banks.
Yeah.
If you want to be safe. So $250 in one bank, $250 in another bank, $250 in another bank.
So case in point, let's just say you sold your house and you've got a nice little nest egg of change. Let's say you sold your house, you got $300,000 you're sitting on. And you're like, that's just over the limit. You could, if you really wanted to be safe, you could say, I'm going to put some of this with Ally Bank high yield savings account, and I'm going to put some of it, at one of the other high yield savings accounts.
Yeah. And I would rather have it in a high yield savings account anyways.
Facts.
Making, 3 or 4%. So it doesn't apply to a lot of people, but everyone's kind of freaked out by this. But rest assured, the FDIC has never failed in this way. They've never run out of money. They've got, over $100 billion plus any bank assets that come their way through these collapses that they can sell off. Now, so what this doesn't cover, Jade, is investments. So your stocks, your bonds, your mutual funds, your crypto, life insurance, annuities. And so you're taking on a risk by investing into the stock market. The bank's not going to cover you when you lose your money.
The only way that there might be some coverage there is, when you first put that money over to the brokerage before you've invested it, and it's just kind of like sitting as cash on hand in that money market, that would be protected, I would think. Up to $250,000.
Yes.
But go on ahead and invest that money. Don't just let that money be sitting there.
That's the bigger thing. If you called in and you're worried about this, I'm going, what are you doing sitting on $800,000?
Tripping.
Either invest it, put it towards real estate.
Yeah.
Use it towards something. Maybe you just have that across multiple high yield savings accounts. Worst case. That's what I would do if I had that much sitting in cash.
Yeah.
Which I don't. So don't come at me.
We won't come at you,
So
George.
Here's the bottom line. Stop worrying about everyone else but yourself. You are in control of your finances. Sleep easy at night. This is not a problem people need to worry about.
No.
They're scared of what if everyone did a bank run at once in the United States and we didn't have enough? We got bigger problems at that point, America.
Problems. Yeah. And we've never,
we experienced it with toilet paper. Remember that during the pandemic? Everyone freaked out. There wasn't going to be enough toilet paper. And all of a sudden, there wasn't enough toilet paper.
Yes, but I never met, and I might be going too far here. I never met one person who was like, Jade, I wasn't able to take care of business. We found a way.
Listen, you got to
Did you meet anybody?
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to use generic brand. Okay, you go down to 1-ply, you're in a dark situation.
I had somebody give me a bunch of 1-ply rolls, like as a fail-safe in case we ran out. And do you know what happened? 2020 went on, and that 1-ply stayed in our garage. I ended up giving it away because there's some places I'm not going.
Hey, that brings a whole new meaning to if crap hits the fan. There you go. I'll end it there. But hey, we've got a great blog on this topic, FDIC, not toilet paper. Go to RamseySolutions.com. We'll also put it in the show notes.